down in the kitchen. All that's left is Grandpa's chair.
Later. I gotta take a break.
Yeah.
When's the old man coming anyway?
Now. Or should be.
Latest he's ever been in his life. He'd be at his funeral and he'd still have time to adjust his tie. You good over there?
You think he'll like this place?
Of course he will. The prodigal son, for God's sake. Moving into the big house.
Still in touch with the man upstairs?
Always. Giving me the truth. You should come back, man.
Who's to say I ever left? Sunday song still playing in my head. Do you really think something's out there?
I know there is.
Just wish it was easier to know. You know?
It's not that hard, Salvatore. It's hard to believe in things that we don't see. You see this house, the trees, blue sky above us, and you just have to take it on faith that God is here, sitting next to me and you.
A sign every now and then would be good.
We should probably start heading in, don't you think?
It's probably a good idea.
Riders on the storm, riders on the storm. Into this house we're born, into this world we're thrown, like a dog without a bone, an actor out alone. Riders on the storm. inside me, lead me on my way. Oh Lord, live inside me, lead me on my way, lead me home, lead me home. Oh Lord, in the darkness, lead me on my way. Oh Lord, in the darkness, lead me on my way, lead me home, lead me home. Oh Lord, heaven's waiting, open up your door. Oh Lord, heaven's waiting, open up your door. Lead me home, lead me home.
Hello, Sal. I did not mean to alarm you with this letter, but I was hoping to hear from you personally, and I thought this would be the best way to reach out. I hope everything is well. I haven't thought of the last name Vital since the days of your father. God rest his soul. I'm sure you've kept the value of that last name strong. I would love nothing more than to see how you are all these years later. A meeting, perhaps, would be pleasant, and of course, I promise only safety. It would just be you and me. Below was a perfect date and time for the meet and an address. Grazie. Best regards, Don Parmesans.
206. It's the one.
Hello, Sal.
It's great to see you.
My apologies for the location. Thought it would be best to meet somewhere quiet.
No, that's fine.
Michael Vitale was a good man. He was humble. I respected him. In return, he did me many favors. Tragedy how he passed. I won't linger on that though. What do you do for a living, Salvatore?
A lot of carpentry stuff, framing, sheetrocking, stuff like that.
How well does it pay? Only if I'm inclined to ask.
About 45 an hour.
That's good. Extended family, wife, kids.
I don't really keep in touch with them. The only person I really still have in my life from the Vitale family is Dante.
I remember Dante as well. He was a little bit older when I first met him. I never got to see him as much as I did you. Father would be proud, seeing brothers stay close. I don't blame you for not having many people around in your life. It's a cold world out there. The moment you try and enter it, it's the moment where you will fall apart.
That's funny. Dad always said something like that.
Me and your father were the same person at times. We had the same ideas, we shared the same thoughts. That's what happens when you meet a particularly special person in your life. It feels like you've known them for years.
I appreciate your kindness towards him, but I have to ask.
Is there any part of you that longs for a change?
Well, I think that
A hard question, I know.
I don't mean to be disrespectful, but you're you, I'm just me. I do want to know why I've been brought here, and I appreciate all the things you said about my father. I know how well he served you. He reminded me constantly about you guys, and I just don't really get the purpose for all this.
Do you know what an enforcer is, Salvatore? Someone who watches over you, protects you. Because you trust he or she with all of your soul. They're your guardian angel. That's what your father was. I'm sure you already know he was in our line of work. Did a great many deal for us. But if you want the absolute truth on what he did, he was an enforcer. My own father, Luca Parmesan, respectful man. Small, but respectful. He refused to revolt in anger when things didn't go right for him, and never buckled under pressure from higher powers. He wanted to show he could hold his own while still getting the job done. He left me with something that I still keep with me every day. It was advice, not anything complex or hard. He simply said, Antonio, my beautiful son, always, and I mean always, give respect. He died 2 days after telling me that. I'm sure you know how. I'm sure you've read in books about the Parmesan legacy.
I'm sorry to hear that happened to you. Days, even weeks before my father left me, he looked at me differently, as if there was something he wanted to tell me.
Sure, he left you with all he could offer. Now, Salvatore, we only met a few minutes ago, but I can tell for a fact you're a smart man. So you're probably thinking what any smart man would at this moment. Why am I here? What is the purpose of all of this? I understand that. It's a lot to take in, but I brought you here for a reason. Salvatore, you ever feel like you don't have a purpose in life? You ever feel like you can wake up and do the same thing over and over again, but never feel satisfied? Could it be impossible to feel truly happy with the life that you live? Before you walked in today, I saw the same man that took care of you and built a partnership with me all those years ago. I saw that glimmer shine upon you. I see so much potential. I want to reassure you that I would never hurt you or let you get hurt by any outside forces. But I can tell you that you can stand your ground. Defend yourself if needed. You're quiet, you're calculated. There's nothing else I can ask for. You don't have to give me your answer as soon as I tell you. But I want this to be something for you to think about when you leave today. I'm sure you've heard of the nightclub, 121 Jefferson Street. Business is booming out there more than ever. Kids who owns the place, he's an associate of mine. He's young, bright, most importantly, he's safe. I kept him under my wing for a while. He only means business. The reason I mention him is because not that long ago I had a hand in helping make some repairs to a section at his bar. He agreed to repay me the favor. It's come to my attention that he has an envelope with money ready to be delivered. Instead of having associates, I usually send him for these kind of things. But you, I wanted to see where you were in life and if this is something you can handle. Of course, doing this would lead to you getting your own personal envelope from me personally. We could talk about money if you decide to fully commit. Collecting the stuff for me. Maybe we can see where it goes from there, Salvatore. I say this to you, truly. This is not something I want to pressure you with. I would never hold it against you. This is something you're not interested in. This is your choice, Sal.
Take 8 and take 8 more. Interesting place to meet.
Park just opened up, so I figured, what the hell.
Point taken. So what did you want to talk about? Don't keep me in suspense. I'm excited now. Tell me.
I met with Don Parmesan.
What?
I got a letter from him. He wanted to set up a meeting, said it was 100% safe, and I got curious.
Do you realize what you've done? Sal, honestly, do you understand the consequences of what you're telling me?
Now go on, Dante. Tell me the consequences.
It's the fucking mafia. Don Parmesan is the head of the table. He was interested in you? In what? Getting the Vitelli name back in motion? Sal, we have tried all our lives to stay as far away from this as possible. And we succeeded. I mean, honestly, what the hell were you thinking?
Maybe we should talk about this another time. So, you want the truth? Talked about Dad, talked about him being an enforcer, talked about how he trusted him, how he saw that in me. So he offered me a job. Maybe a side hustle, maybe something even more than that. Dante, this is the first time in my life where I feel like I can actually do something that actually has meaning to it. Hell, maybe it is a bad idea. Maybe I should stay as far away from it as I possibly can. And if that's what it turns out to be, I will.
I have little control over your life anymore, Sal. But I will warn you. Don't forget these words. This life, it's known to consume the best of us.
Good job, Salvatore. See? That easy. How do you feel?
Have to say, well, to be honest, I know that it was good for you, but I've tried all my life to stay away from this. Now I just did a mission for Don Parmesan.
I appreciate your honesty. You could have come in here, acted like everything was okay. But you didn't. You were truthful. That's good. You are correct. Doing things like that very well change your life. I won't lie to you about that. But if you're under my wing, it'll be for the best. I can assure you of that. It's a process. No matter how long it takes, it's up to you if you want to stick with it or not. Do you want that change?
I do.
Sal, I'm being as serious as I possibly can. This is life-changing. Now that you've been doing this for me, your name is officially out there. Won't be too long when word breaks out that Michael Vitale's son is in the game. It's very, very hard to leave the game. Are you sure you're ready for that? Sal, I want the God-honest truth.
I'm ready.
I'm seeing it. I'm seeing that same change I saw in your father. You're becoming more comfortable with all this. You're definitely not the same person you were when we first met.
To be honest, still feel like me. Granted, it was shaky in the beginning, but it's only natural. Maybe it's because all these days and not a single accident.
True. But it also isn't something that just happens overnight. Salvatore, between Tim, the Black Belt Mafia, a few other associates, you really have been on your way up in the business. Proud of you, but now it's time to move up in the league.
Okay. Great. So, what'd you have in mind?
Well, Sal, there's really no soft or light tone to put this. I'm gonna put it as simply as I possibly can. What I'm going to tell you is a thing that's only known by a few. Even when the feds are so far up my you-know-what, they can't even crack this. For a long, long time, I've been in strong business with the cartel. Now that doesn't mean I send my other fellow associates to make deals with men in black bandanas and chainsaws in the back of their trucks. Instead, I built my way up with these guys. I didn't immediately put my foot in the fire. Over time, I met some very, very smart businessmen from that side, but there was a man who many bowed their heads to, and still do today. One man who has built an empire like no other. He is who you may know by name, the head of the table.
Bad news. Bad News Brown.
That is correct. That man is Bad News Brown, or as I know him by simply just Cleveland.
You want me to meet?
Sal, let's be honest. Nobody has moved up faster in the ranks than you. You've become a rising star in this business, and believe me, not by my influence, but your intelligence. Once again, Salvatore, I'm going to be as blunt as I possibly can. I'm not going to make you sit around waiting for cartel soldiers. I want you to meet the man. I will ask him personally. Keep the amount of his men at a minimum. Be respectful towards your legacy. You can handle this. You know more well than anyone else in the world at this point that I am strictly business. The idea of warfare and betrayal, it's idiotic. Besides, Cleveland is a gentleman. He'll treat you with the utmost respect, although I will say this, he will more than likely want respect back.
So, was my dad involved? You know, with Cleveland?
Your dad was in the same position I was in. Once we met him, we had a partnership strictly with them. I like to believe they got along. Can't imagine why they wouldn't. This infamous island I'm sure you know about is quite far from land, so you have to be taken there by a kayak, navigated by one of his top men. He'll take you there safely.
You must be Sal.
It's good to meet you.
Let's take a walk. I gotta say, your father was a shit back in the day.
I've heard that more than once.
He was a good enforcer.
Yeah. Wasn't the best father.
So how's the old man Don treating you?
Good. He's got a lot of faith in me.
Yeah, me and him, we've been making a lot of money over the years.
My father would tell me a lot about you guys. He'd say, they're good people. They make money because they're hard workers. That's what he told me a lot. Here I am. In his shoes.
It's a beautiful place here, isn't it?
It's one of the most beautiful places I've ever seen.
Yeah, good. We're gonna be here a lot.
A bloody king, bloody keep it bloody clean, bloody cheats a bloody swine, bloody draws a bloody line, a bloody fun and bloody games, a bloody kids in bloody blame, nowhere to be bloody found, anywhere in chicken town. The bloody scene is bloody sad, the bloody news is bloody bad, bloody weed is bloody turd, bloody speed is bloody served, bloody folks are bloody daft, don't make me bloody laugh, bloody hurts to look around, everywhere in chicken town, bloody train is bloody late, your bloody way, bloody lost and bloody found, stuck in fucking chicken town. The bloody view is bloody vile, bloody mouth and bloody mouth, bloody babies bloody cry, bloody flowers bloody die, bloody food is bloody mop, bloody drains are bloody fuck, colour scheme is bloody brown, evidently chicken town. The bloody pubs are bloody dull, the bloody clubs are bloody full, the bloody girls and bloody guys, bloody murder in their eyes, the bloody blonde got bloody stout, waiting for the bloody cat, bloody stay at bloody home, bloody neighbour bloody room, keep the bloody racket down, this is bloody chicken town. The bloody pies are bloody on, the bloody chips are bloody gold, bloody beer is bloody flat, the bloody flats are bloody round, the bloody clocks are bloody wrong, bloody days are bloody long, bloody gets you bloody down, evidently chicken town. The bloody train is bloody late, the bloody waiting, bloody wait, bloody lost and bloody found, every fucking chicken town.
I'll give it to you, kid. 5 years in the business, and you've served that old man Don well.
It's a gift, I suppose.
Is a kayak ride over here comfortable? I've heard some complaints from other associates.
No, it's been fine with me.
I know we only known each other business-wise, but you don't talk much, do you?
I'm, just trying to get the job done. That's all I ever have in my mind at this point.
Stubborn. You're stubborn, and I like that. You know, I was an enforcer once.
I know, actually. You didn't become boss until 93, 94.
You've done your homework, kid.
Well, Don fills me in on this stuff mostly.
That old man has got stories for days.
What about you?
Oh, plenty. I can think of so many associates that have come and gone over the years, but they're in the past. We stay in the present. Anyways, I wanted you to swing by today and talk about your place.
My place?
Your place in this business. Salvatore, making no mistake, you are a terrific enforcer. But shit, I think you're capable of so much more. Maybe more than Don thinks.
You think it's Don? You think Don's holding me back?
To be honest, I think Don. But also, you're holding back yourself. I don't think you understand what you're capable of, Sal.
I've been in the game for 5 years, Cleveland. I think I know my place.
Do you? Because here's what I see. I see something that I think Michael Vitale was not. I see a leader. Your father was good. No denying that. But Sal, think about how well everything has worked with you in the game. Now imagine if you were running the show. Sal with Vitale in charge. Wouldn't you want that? Here's my offer. You stay here. And me and you, we could run this island. We would be an unstoppable force. And I promise you won't be held down by that old man, Don.
Cleveland, that offer, it means the world to me, but I already have so much on my plate. I'm sorry, I really am. It's stressful enough trying to make sure everyone has Don's money on time. I think I'm in a good place too. Everything's running smoothly. Why change any of that?
Sal, I don't think you understand what I'm offering here. Forget about Don for a sec.
Whoa. What do you mean, forget Don?
Look, Sal, you and I know damn well that Don, despite his legacy, is past his prime. He's running on fumes. But if you stay here, I will make sure you get a new level of respect and a new level of cash.
Listen, you have no idea how tempting that sounds and how much that offer means to me. But Don, that old man that it kind of seems like you want to get rid of, he's the reason I am here. Because he had faith in me.
And I have even more. Look, I have been in business with Don for as long as I can remember. But honestly, he is as good as dead. It hurts for me to say. It really does. But he is on his last breath.
All right. Cleveland, listen to me. You're crossing the line. Don has got plenty of life in him. He gave me this opportunity, and I'm not just going to throw it away. I am an enforcer. And I swore an oath to that man that I will stay an enforcer. I'm sorry. I am being disrespectful, Cleveland. I apologize. But I have to defend that man. It's just the way that is. real slow, like your ass depended on it. Who the hell are you?
Tu uno, Salvatore.
¿Hablas inglés?
No.
¿Qué diablos quieres?
Soldado del cartel de las malas noticias.
Malas noticias. Cleveland te envió.
Le faltaste al respeto. Te ofreció la libertad de Don y le escupiste en la cara.
No. Tú mientes. Yo y Cleveland hemos sido socios comerciales por 5 años.
Créelo quieres, Salvatore.
Basta de estupideces.
Tu padre estaría orgulloso.
¿Qué?
Lo murió en baño.
No olvides quién tiene el arma.
Su niño pequeño. Todos adultos. Ahora un asesino psicópata. So, let's go over this one more time. It's dead night. Coming home from a late night joyride. Once you walked through the door, you could sense you weren't alone.
Just remember getting this feeling. The wind was blowing differently than normal. The only thing I know for sure is this kid went rogue. Besides, if Bad News Brown wanted my head on a pole, it'd be there already. He was doing it for himself.
You're absolutely right. Cleveland's nothing of a top partner for us. I can't put my finger on it. Why would this kid try taking you down?
Self-worth? Potential exposure?
Well, that seems like the right answer. Here's how that idea falls apart. Why would an upcoming soldier like this kid prove his self-worth to his boss by attacking his boss's best business partner? There's something very off about this.
Yeah, no. You're 100% right. I know he wasn't involved with this.
Look, the best we can do is approach the situation by going to Cleveland, find out who this kid was, get to the bottom of why it all happened last night. You really are the last to deserve this, Sal. After all you've done...
Are you okay?
Get it done, Sal.
Cleveland, it's Sal. Listen, I'm sure you know by now. One of your guys went rogue. He broke into my house last night. Listen, this is something that we really need to talk about. I went to the docks last night. There was no kayaks. Tried you already on the phone a couple times, no answers. I want to make sure you're okay as well, but this is something serious we need to discuss. Definitely with business going forward. Listen, I know this wasn't you. I know you didn't send this kid, but nonetheless, it's important and shouldn't be ignored. so reach out to me when you can, okay? See you soon.
FBI.
How can I help you today, gentlemen?
What's your emergency?
Yeah. I'm gonna need an ambulance. 131 Blue Harbor Drive. You can meet me on the front porch. Don, it's me. Meet me first thing in the morning.
Okay, Salvador, just calm down.
Oh, calm down? You seriously think I'm gonna calm down? I'm too afraid to go back into my own house. I'm not gonna calm down.
I know, pacing and worrying doesn't get us anywhere. Just take a deep breath, please. Listen, I agree with you. For some reason I can't explain, Cleveland wants you dead. I don't know for a reason. Could be he's after you.
You know what this means? You know what this means? That bullshit about that first kid being rogue? When he knew it fell through, he was silent. No kayak at the docks. No answers on the phone when I call him. He knew he failed.
What's strange about it, none of them managed to pull it off. He lost 3 guys over this.
Does it matter? Honestly, does it even matter? The point is, he wants me 6 feet under. I know what I gotta do. I'm gonna find out. I'm gonna do it now.
Sal, where you
Gotta end this. I gotta find out why. I gotta see him.
Wait, Sal.
No. This is ending. Once and for all.
Sal, get back!
Essay, stop right there. Kayak the Bad News Brown, please.
Who are you in this for? I'm getting the boss.
Cleveland!
Whoa, take a beat.
Why? Why you want me dead, huh?
You definitely are Michael Vitale's kid. You're the same irritating little shit that your father was. You remember when we first met? I told you he was a good enforcer, and he was. But you know what? I didn't say that when we first met. I wanted that white pig dead. He was always in the spotlight. He was always Don's golden boy. I was always sick of him. No matter how hard anybody worked, how hard I worked, your daddy was always a star.
So that's why? Had problems with my daddy, huh?
The moment I heard Michael Vitale's son was entering the game, I knew I wasn't gonna let that last long. But over time, I had a change of heart. I thought you were different. Not the same man I knew all these years ago. I was wrong. I was dead wrong. You're just like him. Just like Michael. I knew what to do now. I have to end the Vitale legacy.
Then do it. Do it. It's your island. He's got the gun. Just end it. You want this, right? I've never been more miserable. Why not take your revenge, huh? Just do it.
If you're more miserable alive, then you stay alive. The sight of a Vitale suffering fills me with joy. But if you ever step foot on this island again, I will rip your eyes out of your skull and feed them to my dogs. Take him back to the land. And if you ever see him again after today, don't hesitate to kill him.
Well, maybe you should sit down first.
You know what? Let me try and use the bathroom.
Wait.
What's going on? Why acting like this?
Nothing. I just gotta clean some stuff down there. It's a messy room. Go upstairs.
All right then.
I gotta get some stuff from the shed. I'll be right back. Dante, I was coming back in.
I thought you needed something from the shed.
No, not anymore.
So why didn't you tell me about the luggage down there?
What?
We need to talk. Don't act stupid with me, okay?
I was gonna tell you.
At what cost?
What do you mean?
At what cost? That's a lifetime amount of money right there. That money will last you for the rest of your life. Did you kill someone for it?
Dante? No one was killed for this.
God, you are such a bad fucking liar, Salvatore. You're so bad, I'm surprised you've lasted this long in whatever business that you've been involved in.
Dante,
Whoa, Dante! I warned you 5 years ago. 5 years ago. But no, you had to just get wrapped up in this business. Become the next tough guy, the next Michael Vitale.
Dante. I can talk to you about this. I won't lie to you. But you need to put that gun down.
So when do I get him back? When do I get the brother that I lost 5 years ago back?
Not gonna get very far when you got a gun pointed to his head.
What other choice do I have? You just don't stop.
I failed you.
What?
I failed you as a brother. These past few years, they could have been the greatest of our lives. We could have done so much more, and I fucked it all up. Could have made Dad more proud than ever. Just us together. You were right. You warned me 5 years ago, and you were right. Now my life has been the most miserable it's ever been. I've become consumed by this. This life. I got sucked in. Now I can't escape it.
No. You don't have to do this. You can get out of it. We have enough money from what you got in there to just go wherever we want. You can leave this all behind. We can go somewhere else. You don't have to do any of this.
Well, I guess that's it then. No more Cleveland, no more cartel. It's done. Personally, I have no interest in a relationship with them either anymore. Not after what they've done to you. Can't believe 1,000 years in the desert trying to find a flaw in Michael Vitale. Never come up with one. You said that Cleveland considered him as my golden boy. Correct? I have no shame in saying that it's true. He's a shining example of what an enforcer should be. Bold, independent, also thoughtful. Not just to me, but for everyone. I feel betrayed hearing this news. To hell with Cleveland. He's gone.
Yeah. And maybe I should be too. Don, when I was on that island, I told him he should just end it. Because I had nothing left to lose. I was wrong. I've been thinking maybe, and I could be wrong, but maybe with Cleveland, if I stayed here, I would always have to look over my shoulder for the rest of my life. I don't think I'd want to live with that. It may not work. My absence may be detrimental for some, but I would be back and things would go the way it's going right now, but I have thought very long about this. And maybe there's another life after all this.
I don't know what to say, Salvatore. The words are from the heart, so it's going to feel painful in mine when I have to tell you. It's not possible.
Well, Don, I know...
Look, Sal, I know a life away from all this sounds convincing. Sounds simpler and more free-willed. It's not. It will seem that way at first. Then as time goes on, you realize you're trapped in a life that's lifeless. A life you can't make an impact on others.
But I have. Don, I can't state the impact enough about how this game and its players have changed since I entered it.
Wouldn't you want to continue that life? Could you imagine the recognition if you kept going for those years to come, instead of having a life in which you're alone?
And how would you know, huh? I mean, I've had time to think about this. Really think about this. And I get it, okay? Your father was the Don of the local village in Sicily all those years ago. I get that part. So you can tell me all you want, but you don't have an option. You really see it as if there is nothing past this life. So no disrespect, but I think you're wrong.
Through all the years of having sat through one's drama, this ranks up there, Salvatore. I'm disappointed. The way you raise your voice at me, the way you forget how much I've taken care of you, and the way you look at me in my face and talk to me about my father. You had a father, took care of you, looked after you. And you know what I had? A father that abandoned me. A father that said he never loved me. Sure, he was the Don before me, but I had to make sure that I was next in line.
Oh, go ahead. Go ahead, tell me the famous story about how your father eventually found you worthy of the throne.
I killed him.
What?
I slit his throat in the middle of the night. I threw his body into a river. I didn't prove myself to him like everyone says it happened. So who could possibly take over after one humble leader has mysteriously vanished? Huh? No better option than the son of the fallen Don. Like I said, I made sure I was next in line. From that point forward, people looked up to me. The young man that I was ruled over them all. And they grew faster. My empire was building with nothing to stop me.
You sick bastard.
I'm actually quite sane. I've learned to become a better version of my father. Nobody remembers Luca Parmesan, and nobody cares. Antonio Parmesan, on the other hand, is a name that sticks in your head of many. Everything I've done with pride. Like being by your side. Something I've respected gratefully. And what I'm getting of you today is that you have not shown me that same respect back.
So that's what you want. You want respect. You look at me after 5 years of giving you nothing but respect, and that's what you have said to me? I have given you everything I could offer. Like Dante said, I have enough money and I can...
Dante? Dante's the one who's gotten into your head.
No. Dante's the one who still loves me. He's the only one I got left. So now, it's time for me to tell you what's going to happen. The moment the word gets out that I'm leaving, and I'm sure it's going to spread like wildfire, some are not going to be happy, but I'm going to deal with them as it comes. As for you, this is the last time you're ever going to see me. I'm sure you'll be fine without an enforcer. Everyone knows how weak you already are. So don't let my absence concern you. Don't let being alone concern you. I'm sure you'll be joining your father soon. Have a good life, Antonio.
Get here as soon as I can. What's the problem?
Where have you been?
What do you mean?
What do you mean, what do I mean?
Tim.
Oh, the fact that I haven't slept for 3 days? I haven't, Sal!
What's going on?
Sal, there are rumors that you're leaving. You're leaving town and not coming back?
Really? Alright, Tim. I want to talk to you about this. As a matter of fact, I wanted to come beforehand. But you gotta sit down.
No, I'm not
Say, sit down. Things have always ran very smoothly with us. I mean, for years now, you know that. And I'm not gonna just leave you empty-handed. I talked to Don about this. There are other associates that you can deal with.
What? Like these guys?
Who are these guys?
Some of my guys took pictures of them. They were wanted for questioning.
Whatever. Just forget about these guys for now, okay? Hey, look at me. It's still me. You're still you. I'd never leave you with nothing.
That's the part you're not getting, Sal. It's through our deals that we're able to report back to him, let them know what we've done. He's lost sight of what I've done for him. He thinks I'm a sellout. He thinks I've done nothing, and I know for sure, once you're gone, I'm not gonna get what I need. This place keeps me thriving. Once this is gone, I'm gone.
I will reassure Don's faith for you. I promise.
But why are you leaving?
There's something else out there. For me. I'm gonna try and find it. You have to promise me something. I see these, and I know this is not you. You're a good kid. When I first met you, I remember all those years ago, you were bold. You were strong, you were confident. I still see that.
Guess you're right. No more of this.
So, I guess we should stop giving Don all that weed?
What? Black Belt Mafia gives Don his weed. Tim?
Listen,
Is there something you gotta tell me? Have you been hanging out with these guys?
It's not my fault. I was born into this. My last name, the head of Black Belt Mafia.
Oh,
My fault.
you didn't bother to tell me that?
I didn't think you should know.
Tim, the first time I met you, you said stay away with these guys. What the hell are you doing hanging out with them?
I told you to stay away. I had this hand.
In the same breath, you want me to go to Don, tell him how much of a good boy you've been?
What are you doing now, Sal?
Just looking at this. Because this makes a lot more sense now. Oh, God, same people you told me not to go with. I gotta go.
You know what, Sal? You said you would leave me in a good place. You said you wouldn't do anything bad. Look who's walking away. Sal. You're a pussy. What are you doing, Sal? Don't do this, man. You're gonna hit me, Sal? Come on, do it then. Come on. What are you waiting for? Come on, Sal, I'm ready, man.
Dante. It's me. I'm out.
So I still don't understand. That cube is worth 80K?
That is correct. Although it's not the only one in existence. Don has a stash of these. See, the idea behind them is that once you earn Don's trust, you earn what it means. It's yours to keep. A reminder of the leader you're serving. However, if you lose Don's trust, he loses faith in you. He takes this away. You can get it back, but that's not necessarily light work.
If I were you, I would sell that online somewhere.
I think I'll keep it. It'll remind me of when I really contributed something in life.
Hey, safe now.
I know. I know.
I'll promise you this one, Salvatore. Give it a few years, you forget that old man even existed. Everything fades with time. Trust me.
You already did. He's dead too.
In this town there lived an outlaw by the name of Texas Red.
So, I was thinking maybe Japan.
Dante, are you serious?
Hey, I'm just saying, think about it. We could leave it all behind, become part of the motto.
Yeah. I guess so. How about Colorado?
Live among the mountain people. Not bad. Yeah, Colorado. Probably a better option.
I was an enforcer.
Wait, what's up?
People can say what they want. Say I'm a coward for leaving. But at the end of the day, I was an enforcer. You know, maybe I can't forget it. Maybe it's just always...
Dickheads flashing me. Hey, turn off your brights, you fucking moron.
They knew this handsome ranger was about to meet his death. About to meet his death.
Let your heart be light. From now on, our troubles will be out of sight.
Wait, say their names again? Patrick Smalls and Christopher Connors? Oh. Sorry, you should have just said small shot, bullshot. Oh. You want me to take care of them? Okay. But, Holly, listen, I know they don't know when to quit, but they're just kids. Look, I know, but I'm sorry, I can't have that on my conscience.
Hang a shining star upon the highest bough, and have yourself a merry little Christmas now.
Hello. Please leave a message after the tone.
Hey. Hey, Dante. It's Sal. I'm sorry, I couldn't make the cemetery. I was busy. Keeping that old car good. I was just thinking about Mom and Dad today. And then you. It gets pretty lonely here. It gets pretty lonely in general. I feel as if sometimes there's just no one to talk to. But now I realize, even though you're miles away, I can always call you on the phone. I'm sorry. I'm sorry I dragged you into that. I know that's not what you're upset about. I know you're upset that I just didn't leave. You're upset that, of all things, I stayed with Don. I'm sorry. I thought if I tried to leave, same thing would happen to me. But if you can, I'd love to talk to you about this. So call me back. any way, shape, or form, call me back. I love you, Dante.
Damn it. I had him.
Don't beat yourself up over it. He's still the crack shot of the family.
I know, but I should have nailed that buck easily. It was right there.
Never rush to anger, Salvatore.
What?
Your anger. You're letting it get to you. Don't. But also don't keep it inside you. Let it burn to ashes. It's worthless. What time is your brother coming?
Soon.
Soon isn't a time. He's keeping his mother waiting.
What did you do at work?
Why do you ask?
Just curious.
Why don't you go inside? I'm sure Mom will let you help with the cake.
I read in the news some of Don's men got arrested during a heist for some diamonds.
Yeah, they didn't stick to Don's plan. They weren't smart.
It didn't say it was everybody, though. Do you know who got away?
You don't have to concern yourself with this. They aren't involved with us anymore.
How is Don?
He's good. He was actually just thinking of you today.
Really? What'd he say?
He just wanted to know where you're at in life. He hasn't seen you since you were a baby. Told him you've been successful. You got this house, you make good money, living the American dream.
He's gotta be pretty old now, right?
Yeah, it doesn't affect him much though. Just a little more tired.
You mean worn out? Is it because of the men from the heist?
Salvatore, the men who went on those heists, the type of people they are, they come and go. They don't last. They never truly commit to their life's work. But you, no matter where life takes you, Salvatore, you'll always try your best. I know that for a fact. I would hate to put pressure on you, but I don't think you understand how much potential you truly have. And I'm a proud father because I've trained you. I've trained you for this world. I won't be around forever, but I do know that I can leave this world happy because I'm proud of my two boys.
And I'm proud of you, Dad. You know, for years, everything you told me, I kept it in myself. I followed in your footsteps and I never tripped over. Who knows where I would be if you weren't here?
I don't have that much longer, Sal.
Don't say that.
I don't have to. The doctors already did. And I apologize for lying to you. We didn't do this because I wanted to blow steam off. We did this because I want to spend as much time as I can with you guys. Just a little longer.
And now the bomb, the marvel and the horror of our time is exploded. Inside the Holocaust, cameras record the havoc.
We knew the world would not be the same. Few people laughed. Few people cried. Most people were silent. I remembered the line from the Hindu scripture, the Bhagavad Gita. Vishnu trying to persuade the prince that he should do his duty, and to impress him takes on